Welcome back to another explainer. All right, let's just dive right in. Look, if you're a school administrator right now, you already know the drill. You know exactly how intense the pressure is, right? There's this massive, surging demand for allied health professionals everywhere, and everyone expects your institution to just magically offer and expand online programs to meet that need. But building those from scratch, it's a massive, resource-draining headache. You're looking at endless IT meetings, hunting down subject matter experts, and sinking a ton of money into custom platforms before a single student even walks through the virtual door. It's totally exhausting. So today, we're unpacking the absolute ultimate solution. We're talking about a way to launch top-tier allied health content without building, maintaining, or managing a custom system yourself.
10? That one single number literally changes everything about how you operate. Think about traditional ed tech timelines for a second. Usually what? You're talking about 10 weeks of committee meetings just to approve a vendor? Well, here, it takes just about 10 minutes to go from placing your order to having a student fully logged in and actually learning. 10 minutes to completely bypass all those traditional bottlenecks that just hold schools back.
I really want to challenge you to imagine something truly liberating for your day-to-day operations. Imagine launching a brand new, highly sought-after healthcare program for your school. Today. Not next semester, not next fiscal year. Literally today. And imagine doing the whole shebang without touching a single piece of software, without writing a line of code, and without ever submitting a help ticket to your IT department. We're not talking about navigating months of bureaucratic red tape here. We're talking about launching these programs in minutes. So, why is this such a big deal? Well, think about the roadblocks we usually face. Why should your school have to run a secondary software business just to teach students? Because honestly, traditional online delivery kind of forces you to do exactly that. Look at the massive hurdles. First, you've got the development cost. It's not just buying a server. You need highly specialized instructional designers, tech developers. It adds up fast. Then you suffer through the implementation timeline. That drags on for weeks, sometimes months before a student logs in and you actually start generating revenue. And finally, this is the real silent budget killer, the maintenance burden, that never-ending operational nightmare of updating courses, securing exams, and resetting forgotten passwords. It completely drains your resources and adds massive overhead long before adding a single drop of enrollment capacity.
But what if you just didn't build anything at all? What if you could skip all that risk? Well, OPRET Education offers this brilliantly simple plug-and-play solution. You just license ready-to-use premium course access. Boom! Friction gone. It breaks down into 5 super straightforward steps. Check this out. You sign up, you select your course, buy the exact number of logins you need, assign them to your learners, and track their progress. That is literally it. No custom learning management system to build, no patches, no maintenance.
And by using this model, you instantly unlock a published catalog of practical, high-demand allied health programs that are just ready to go right now. You've got your rapid 6-week phlebotomy and EKG technician courses. Then you step up to the more comprehensive 18-week patient care tech and medical assistant programs. And rounding it out, there are these excellent 12-week options for physical therapy aid and restorative tech. The absolute beauty here? It's the flexibility. You could literally test the waters with a 6-week phlebotomy program with zero risk to see how it performs, and then just effortlessly scale up to the longer programs as your school grows.
Now, let's take a look under the hood to see how intuitive this actually is for your team. The portal is designed specifically for ease of use. They really kept admin staff in mind, the folks who might not be incredibly tech-savvy. You just browse the published catalog, pick the online course content you want to offer, and click Add. It instantly creates a learner table for that specific course. You absolutely do not need a technical degree to figure this out. It really doesn't get much simpler than that.
Okay, so you might be wondering, but what about the quality of the education itself? And honestly, this is where the cost savings for both you and your students really shine, because each login comes with a completely built-in course experience. Students are guided through structured modules, they're tested with mini knowledge check quizzes, and they're evaluated through midterm and final exams, meaning absolutely no external books to source, distribute, or manage. Every single thing a student needs to succeed is already right there in the platform.
And here is a real game changer that frees up your instructors. The system features a built-in mastery-based progression. Basically, students can't just randomly click their way to the end. They complete Module 1, take a quiz, and they absolutely must pass it to unlock Module 2, so progress is genuinely earned. It creates this highly effective, almost gamified learning path that holds the student completely accountable. Your staff doesn't have to run around chasing down missing assignments or manually grading basic comprehension checks. The platform makes sure they master the content before moving forward.
Just think about the rigid, old way of doing things versus the total operational flexibility you get here. Historically, admins had to wait around for a scheduled start date.
right? Or wait to fill a specific cohort size just to justify the overhead costs. Or wait for IT to finish some manual setup. You would literally turn away eager students because the timing just wasn't right. Well, that problem is totally gone. With this, you can purchase a login and start a single learner the exact moment they walk through your door and say they're ready to begin.
And the workflow to make that happen takes literal seconds. An admin just types the learner's name into the system, uses a super simple calendar dropdown to pick a customized start date, and you're done. That's the entire process. Just imagine how much training time you save when the administrative workflow is this incredibly intuitive. Anyone on your staff can handle this without missing a single beat.
The checkout process? Just as frictionless. It's built entirely for school administrators, so it gives you clear totals, no hidden fees, no convoluted pricing structures to decode. You just review your content totals, enter your payment details, and activate the order instantly. It's basically taking the simplicity of everyday e-commerce and bringing it directly to institutional program management.
Once those students are actually up and running, you get total peace of mind with a really powerful central hub. You will never have to hunt through different systems, disjointed software, or messy spreadsheets ever again. This one single dashboard lets schools track start dates, immediately see which records are active or expired, and dive into the granular details of a student's progress. Every single thing you need to manage your cohort lives right here on one page.
All right, let's talk about the bottom line, because this pricing model is virtually risk-free. Look at these platform fees. Upfront account setup fee, $0. Monthly monitoring fee, $0. Maintenance fee, $0. You only ever pay for the specific learner logins that you actually purchase and use. There is absolutely no platform overhead to worry about. It completely mitigates the financial risk of expanding your catalog.
So, what does this actually mean for your institution? To summarize the massive operational advantage here, you are launching faster by entirely skipping those long development cycles. You are drastically lowering your overhead by avoiding custom infrastructure and IT dependencies. You are maximizing revenue by enrolling individual learners on demand exactly when they're ready. And you are doing all of this with total visibility and clear progress tracking. It honestly gives you the ultimate flexibility to expand your school without ever diverting attention from your core operations.
Which brings us to a really powerful final thought for this explainer. Work on your school. Let OPRET handle the online course license workflow. Why keep wasting your precious time, your budget, and your administrative energy on IT struggles and curriculum builds when the perfect solution is already sitting right here waiting for you? It is time to stop managing software and start rapidly growing your healthcare programs. Take that next step, relieve that heavy administrative burden, and sign up with OPRET Education today. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.